It is Mental Health Awareness Week, and it comes at a critical time. Experts across the country are worried about the long-term impact of the COVID-19 pandemic. Well, in tonight's edition of 7 UpFront, we're diving into topics that are talked about far too little. Right here in Michigan, someone dies by suicide every 6 hours, and that's according to the state health department. Every day, around 130 Americans make the decision to take their life. Suicide, the second leading cause of death among college students. And it's more important than ever that we unite to help save lives. Amelia Leto from Kevin's Song Advisory Council is joining us live tonight. Amelia, thank you for being with us tonight at this crucial time and this crucial topic.
Thank you so much for having me, Linda.
Please tell us about the mission of this Metro Detroit-based nonprofit.
Of course, Kevin's Song. Our mission here is to empower communities to prevent suicide and offer support and healing to survivors. And we do this in a variety of ways, such as outreach, education, and supporting those impacted by suicide. And one way that people can get involved if they've lost somebody to suicide is attend our suicide loss support group that we hold on the first Wednesdays and third Thursdays of every month via Zoom currently. We also have a conference in January 2022, Equity and Equality in Suicide Prevention, expanding the conversation and offering solutions, which will be held virtually with respect to COVID guidelines on January 27th to January 29th. And we are honored to have the Children's Foundation supporting us this year in featuring our school summit, which is really exciting to focus on the educators that are out in the communities working with our young people particularly.
So important. They're like the first line of defense there oftentimes. Also often, we hear people say, they missed the warning signs or they didn't see it or they didn't know. What should we be on the lookout for? And is it ever okay to just directly ask someone if they're suicidal?
Of course, those are great questions. There are risk factors and warning signs that have been collected over the years through research, and some of them that come forward is often a dramatic change in mood, which is a compounding factor and contributing factor of loss or the threat of a loss. So if there is a recent breakup, if there is financial strain, as we know in the world, there's a lot of social injustice concerns that can play into how we view the world and how we view ourselves in it. Also, substance use increase, the dramatic change in mood is one of the largest pieces that really comes out in the people that I talk to regularly.
Well, we know mental health looks different in everyone, but there are ways you can help yourself or someone else. Can you talk about that first step to take?
Absolutely. So if we're concerned about somebody, we ask the question, and that is one of those ever-living myths that if I ask about suicide, that it could cause. How do I respond to that? And when we engage in these conversations, we want to come as a supportive partner and caring person to this individual. And if we are suffering ourselves and having thoughts of suicide, which is fairly common, about 15 million people around the world have thoughts of suicide at some point in their life. We can address that, have the language around it of, I am having these serious thoughts of harming myself or harming somebody else can play into that, and asking for help, calling the National Suicide Prevention Lifeline, texting the crisis text line, or talking to the person next to you.
Amelia, there is someone out there that will listen. Kevin's Song being an organization that will. We appreciate you. Thank you for your time.
Absolutely. Thank you.